My name is Miles Okumura. I am the chairman of the Peace Committee, which is part of the Honoka Hongonji Buddhist Temple. And the Peace Committee started this parade back in 2007. It was a project and production of the Peace Committee, and it remains so today. This year, the Peace Day event became very personal for me. My younger sister, Ramona, ended up celebrating her 71st birthday in Gaza because she got trapped there by the violence. She's still there, and her nieces and nephews are waging a media campaign to get attention to her plight. And the slogan being used is, "Bring Auntie Ramona home." And so peace has become very personal for me. I've really gotten an understanding of what the horrors of war are like and what it's like to be anxious, to be worried, and be concerned about violence that happens to so many people. It's very personal because, of course, it's my younger sister, and we're still working hard to get her home. There's no good news today so far. Fortunately, no bad news, but we're very worried. My sister retired after 27 years at the University of Washington. Her specialty was in prosthetics, artificial limbs for children. And in retirement, she decided to give her time up to a charitable group there called the Palestine Children's Relief Fund. So every year she goes there in October to spend some time with the kids there and outfit them with artificial limbs, and also to teach the technicians there locally how to make these limbs using very low-tech techniques because of the blockade, they're not able to get medical supplies in. So she's a real hands-on person, so she specializes in teaching them how to make do. And it's a real passion for her, and she feels very passionate about it and loves doing this. I have no doubt when she gets back home, she'll make the decision to return again. She feels that strongly about helping the kids. She's been there at least 5 times, yeah, in her retirement, and she goes every year, and for some reason she goes and at the same time her birthday is. So that's why she got stuck there and celebrated her birthday at a UN compound there with some local Palestinians and other doctors. We are able to communicate by text messages. She has a very weak signal, and so it's kind of sporadic, you know. She's relatively safe compared to the other Palestinians there, but she's moved several times from one UN building to another, ending up relatively close to the border. But what's going around her is bombardment. She can hear constant bombardment, and every once in a while one comes close by and shakes the building. She's also able to hear Hamas launching rockets, which is very ominous, because if she can hear where they're launching rockets, you better believe that the Israeli defense knows where that is and is going to be targeting that area. And I'm worried about mistakes, you know, and we know how that can happen in war, and that's what my major fear is. She's doing okay with a large group of foreigners who are waiting to get extricated. Food and water is available. It's pretty limited. She does talk about how there's no regular plumbing and they have to bring in water for the toilets, and talking about how the local people don't have the food, and she feels very self-conscious about that. You know? Yeah. But she's getting by and making do. That's not her biggest concern. It's mostly waiting for the go-ahead. They're told every day for the last week and a half to be ready to go at a moment's notice, and there's always new memos about how to be ready. And the latest has been, make sure you're carrying only one bag. So one of her text messages yesterday was how she gave away her stuff to a local Palestinian driver and his family, and how happy they were to get aloha shirts. Even though she lives in Seattle, she's still got a lot of Hawaiian in her, yeah. I am very gratified at the work and effort and energy of her nieces and nephews. Ramona doesn't have children, but through her 3 brothers, I'm one of her brothers, there's a cadre of nieces and nephews from Boston and New York to California and to Oahu and here. And they're really working hard on the internet and through emails. A couple of them went to Washington, D.C. early this week and knocked on senators' doors. We finally got some national press as well as the local press in Seattle and Hawaii and Colorado. And I'm really pleased at how it's brought the family together and how they're showing their love and concern for their Auntie Ramona. The public can help us by getting on the telephone and the emails and contacting their congressmen, senators especially, including the State Department. The two-pronged message is bring Auntie Ramona home through a ceasefire or a safe corridor. And number two, stop the illegal blockade and siege of 1 million children living in the Gaza.